It's a dark reality that some individuals in our lives derive pleasure from causing harm and turmoil. Consider this. You might be sharing intimate moments, placing trust in someone only to realize they are the source of your distress. Today, we delve deep into a topic both intriguing and unsettling, identifying signs that you're dealing with a malevolent individual. Recognizing the signs. Whether it's a colleague, friend, or even a family member, these individuals can adeptly conceal their true nature behind charm and charisma. Today, our exploration of this darker side of human behavior isn't mere curiosity. Grasping these signs can be transformative. The Stoics valued perception and living guided by reason and virtue. By pinpointing and comprehending these toxic traits, we safeguard our peace of mind and foster healthier relationships. Embracing Stoic principles of wisdom and self-discipline, join us as we unveil 5 unmistakable signs of an evil person. By the conclusion, you'll not only be better equipped to detect these behaviors, but also learn practical methods to safeguard your mental health and well-being. If you value our efforts here, a simple favor I ask is to subscribe and watch each segment. Our exclusive bonus section awaits. Sign 1: Charisma and Deception. When discussing those initially charming and charismatic, remember, appearances can deceive. These individuals illuminate a room, making everyone feel valued and special. They know precisely what to say to forge an immediate connection. Initially, they appear ideal, witty, engaging, seemingly invested in your life. It's easy to be captivated by their charm, believing you've found someone exceptional. However, Stoic teachings encourage looking beyond the surface, seeking truth through rational observation. Over time, you may discern cracks in their facade. Perhaps they incessantly seek attention, eclipsing others in social settings. They might interrupt, talk over, or subtly demean others publicly. These aren't mere quirks or extroverted traits. They signify warning signs. Stoics advise observing such behaviors with clarity, unclouded by initial charismatic allure. Picture them at a party, the life of the event, entertaining and captivating everyone. Initially, it feels enriching to orbit them, yet as time passes, they dominate conversations, making every topic about themselves. When you share personal stories, they swiftly redirect focus to themselves. Here, the Stoic principle of apatheia, remaining undisturbed by externalities, proves invaluable. Maintaining emotional balance helps see beyond their charm, recognizing the self-centered core. Also crucial is noting their response to adversity. A genuinely caring individual handles setbacks with grace and understanding. In contrast, those leveraging charm for trust may react defensively or aggressively. Such reactions, Stoics assert, reveal a lack of virtuous character. Marcus Aurelius warned against those prone to anger and manipulation, traits antithetical to rational virtue. The key lies in patience and trusting instincts. Stoics value observing character over time and assessing how individuals treat others when unobserved. True character emerges when no one seeks to impress. Not everyone appearing charming harbors good intentions. Some manipulate charm to exploit others. Grounded in Stoic principles of wisdom and discernment, you safeguard against superficial facades, adeptly navigating intricate social dynamics. Sign 2: Absence of empathy. Equally critical is identifying a lack of empathy. Empathy fosters deep connections, offering support and nurturing meaningful bonds. However, some lack this essential trait, indifferent to their impact on others. Stoics prized compassion and understanding as core virtues. Marcus Aurelius emphasized humanity's interconnectivity, advocating consideration of others' well-being alongside our own. Disregarding others' feelings, thus, raises significant concerns. Imagine confiding in a friend, seeking solace or understanding, only to face dismissal or ridicule. Such indifference isolates and belittles, impacting emotional well-being. It's more than neglect in tough times. It's failing to share in joy and celebrate accomplishments. An empathetic person celebrates your achievements. An apathetic one undermines or appropriates them. This behavior extends beyond personal ties, affecting professional settings. Picture a boss disregarding employees' welfare, demanding excessive hours sans fair compensation, or publicly shaming rather than mentoring. This breeds toxicity, leaving employees undervalued and stressed. Stoics counsel maintaining integrity amidst such trials, recognizing others' apathy reflects their character, not yours. Moreover, lack of empathy correlates with more severe transgressions. Those detached might lie, cheat, or harm without remorse. Seneca emphasized kindness and justice, asserting actions mirror inner virtue. Empathy's absence manifests subtly daily, interrupting conversations, ignoring others' views, or withholding aid hint at deeper issues. Stoics urge vigilance, realizing minor cues reveal true character. Dealing with consistent apathy requires establishing boundaries for emotional well-being. Stoics championed self-care, resisting negativity's toll. You're entitled to distance from energy-draining influences. Sign 3. Manipulation. Another significant indicator of an unethical individual is manipulation. Manipulation involves using deceitful or cunning tactics to control or influence others to achieve personal goals. It's a subtle and often harmful behavior that can deeply affect those targeted. Manipulators excel at distorting situations, causing you to doubt your reality and bending your will to suit their needs. This can leave you feeling bewildered, powerless, and uncertain about your own judgments. Let's examine manipulation from a Stoic perspective. The Stoics valued clarity of thought and the ability to perceive reality as it is. They taught that our perceptions should be grounded in truth and that we should adhere to our principles regardless of external pressures. When someone manipulates you, they seek to cloud your judgment and distort reality, making it challenging to uphold these Stoic ideals. Gaslighting is a common form of manipulation where the manipulator tries to make you question your memory, perception, or sanity. They might deny events or twist your words to make you feel responsible or overly sensitive. For instance, if you confront a friend about a hurtful remark, they might deflect by accusing you of misremembering or being too sensitive. This can undermine your self-assurance and make you dependent on their version of events. Manipulators also often portray themselves as victims, guilt-tripping you into actions you're uncomfortable with, claiming it's for their happiness or well-being. You might have a friend who constantly burdens you with their problems, expecting your immediate support while offering little in return. They might use statements like, "If you truly cared, you'd do this for me," creating a sense of obligation. Epictetus emphasized understanding what we can control versus what we cannot. We cannot manage others' actions or emotions, only our own responses. Consider how manipulators use flattery or charm to achieve their goals. Initially, their praise may make you feel valued, but you might notice it comes with expectations. They might compliment you when they need something, creating a sense of indebtedness or pressure to meet their standards. Sign 4. Isolates you. Another telling sign is when someone criticizes your loved ones, suggesting they are not supportive or toxic. Gradually, you may find yourself isolated, relying solely on the manipulator for companionship and support. The Stoics recognized the importance of community and supportive relationships, viewing isolation as detrimental to personal growth and well-being. Controlling individuals may resort to threats or intimidation to maintain power, such as threatening to leave, harm themselves, or harm you unless you comply with their demands. This creates an environment of fear and uncertainty, impairing your ability to think clearly or make decisions in your best interest. Seneca taught confronting fears and resisting intimidation is vital. True courage lies in standing firm against such threats and reclaiming personal power. Controlling behavior extends beyond preferences. It undermines your autonomy and ability to live freely. The Stoics advise recognizing these behaviors as attacks on personal freedom and autonomy. By adhering to our values and inner strength, we can resist control and assert our right to live authentically. If you're dealing with someone displaying controlling behavior, setting clear boundaries and asserting independence are crucial. Communicate your needs and limits clearly and seek support from those who understand your situation. Remember, while we can't control others, we can control our reactions and decisions. By upholding our principles and valuing autonomy, we shield ourselves from the harmful effects of manipulation and lead more genuine lives. Sign 5. Pathological dishonesty. Another unmistakable sign of an immoral individual is pathological lying. This goes beyond occasional white lies that most people tell. Pathological liars constantly deceive, often without any clear reason. They fabricate stories, twist facts, and distort reality to suit their own agenda or to gain an advantage over others. Such behavior can severely damage relationships, eroding trust and weaving a complex web of deceit that's hard to unravel. The Stoics prized truth and integrity above all else. They believed that a virtuous life was founded on honesty and viewed deceit as a fundamental betrayal of one's character. Marcus Aurelius emphasized living in harmony with nature, aligning our actions with truth and reason. Pathological liars, in direct opposition to these principles, construct a false reality that benefits only themselves. Pathological lying manifests in various forms. It may start with seemingly harmless lies, like embellishing stories to enhance their image. Over time, these lies can escalate to cover up mistakes or misdeeds, manipulating others to achieve their goals. Pathological liars might claim achievements they haven't earned, take credit for others' work, or fabricate stories about their past to elicit sympathy or admiration. This perpetual dishonesty creates a distorted perception where distinguishing truth from fiction becomes challenging. Consider how a pathological liar might operate in a professional setting. They might falsify credentials, exaggerate contributions to projects, or spread false rumors about colleagues to undermine them. This toxic environment breeds suspicion and uncertainty, undermining trust and leaving everyone unsure of whom to believe. The Stoics would counsel us to uphold our integrity and remain unmoved by the deceptive actions of others. Epictetus taught that we should focus on what we can control, our thoughts and actions, and not be swayed by the dishonesty around us. In personal relationships, pathological lying can be even more destructive. Imagine being in a relationship with someone who habitually lies about their whereabouts, past, or feelings. This behavior breeds insecurity, anxiety, and perpetual doubt, precisely the outcome the liar desires. They thrive on sowing confusion and instability to maintain control. The Stoics remind us to trust our judgment and resist manipulation. Seneca emphasized finding inner peace and not letting others' deceit disrupt our tranquility. Pathological lying is particularly insidious because it's often difficult to detect initially. Pathological liars can be highly convincing, delivering lies confidently and with detailed elaboration, making it challenging to discern fact from fiction. They may intertwine truth with falsehoods, further complicating the matter. Vigilance, a key Stoic principle, urges us to remain observant and critical, not accepting things at face value, but seeking truth through careful examination and evidence. When you catch someone in a lie, observe their response. Do they become defensive or aggressive? Do they deflect blame onto you or offer a plausible explanation that, while deceptive, appears reasonable? A genuine person acknowledges their errors and works to rectify them, whereas a pathological liar will deepen their deception, weaving a more intricate web of lies. The Stoics teach us to maintain composure and reason when confronted with such behavior, recognizing it for what it is and not allowing it to provoke an emotional response. It's essential to consider the long-term consequences of pathological lying. Over time, it undermines the foundation of trust upon which any relationship rests. Once trust is shattered, rebuilding it becomes exceedingly difficult. You may find yourself in a cycle of suspicion and resentment. The Stoics valued forging honest, robust relationships based on mutual respect and understanding. When dealing with a pathological liar, decide whether it's worthwhile to rebuild trust or if it's healthier to distance yourself from their toxic influence. If entangled with a pathological liar, establish firm boundaries to safeguard your mental and emotional well-being. The Stoics advise us to uphold our values and principles, refusing to be ensnared by others' deceit. Clarify what behaviors you will not tolerate and communicate this assertively. For example, with a friend who consistently belittles you, you might assert, "I value our friendship, but I won't tolerate disrespectful behavior. Continued disrespect will lead me to distance myself." This direct approach leaves no room for misunderstanding and aligns with Stoic ideals of maintaining order and respect in relationships. Consistency is crucial in boundary setting. It's insufficient to state boundaries once and expect compliance without reinforcement. Consistently enforce boundaries, even when uncomfortable or challenging. The Stoics, particularly Epictetus, stressed discipline and persistence. By steadfastly upholding boundaries, you demonstrate self-respect and educate others on how to treat you. If someone repeatedly violates your boundaries, it signals a lack of respect or regard for your limits, necessitating re-evaluation of the relationship. Remember, setting boundaries is an ongoing practice, adapting as relationships evolve. For instance, in a professional context, set boundaries on workload and availability to prevent burnout. Assert, "I'm committed to this project, but can't take on additional tasks beyond my current responsibilities." The Stoics advocate balancing duties and avoiding overextension detrimental to well-being. Setting boundaries often invites resistance, especially from those accustomed to dominance or manipulation. They might react with anger, guilt-tripping, or attempts to undermine your confidence. The Stoics encourage maintaining composure and resolve in the face of adversity. Marcus Aurelius extolled composure and resilience against negative emotions. When met with resistance, stand firm, reaffirming that boundaries are essential for your well-being. In some cases, setting boundaries necessitates difficult decisions, like distancing from certain individuals or terminating toxic relationships. While painful, it's essential for preserving mental and emotional health. Stoics remind us of our primary responsibility to our virtue and well-being. Seneca stressed the significance of choosing associations wisely, recognizing their profound impact on character and happiness. By distancing from those who consistently disregard boundaries, you affirm your self-worth and commitment to a virtuous life. Seek support when setting boundaries. Trusted friends, family, or a therapist can offer perspective and encouragement. Sharing boundary-setting experiences builds resilience and reinforces Stoic values of community and mutual support. Self-care is integral in boundary setting. Dedicate time to activities that promote joy and relaxation, nurturing physical and mental health. Stoics emphasized self-care as foundational for virtuous living. Epictetus emphasized self-care's role in fulfilling responsibilities and serving others effectively. Prioritize self-care to underscore your well-being's importance and warrant its protection. Setting boundaries underscores self-respect and self-love, acknowledging your worth and rejecting attempts to diminish it. Stoics assert worth derives from actions and integrity, not external factors. Uphold boundaries to live by these principles, fostering peace, virtue, and resilience. Protect your peace and integrity from those who undermine them. Boundaries aren't just defense. They affirm self-worth and commitment to virtuous living. Thank you for joining Stoic Journal. For more insights, explore suggested videos. Stay strong, wise, and committed to your truth.